Hi folks, welcome back to another installment of Tanner Talks. I am Tanner Littrell. This video topic is going to be over our pilot stills. Our scenery is a little bit different. We're actually at a local brewery, Cosmic Eye. Cosmic Eye is owned and operated by Sam Riggins. Thank you, Sam, for working with us and providing us wort for our project. What Sam's going to be doing is he has brewed a raw wort. We're going to take that wort back to our facility at Abe and then run the pilot still, video that for you guys so you guys can see how that runs, a little bit of differences between the different stills that we offer at this size. Right now, let's take a look at Cosmic Eye Brewery. We are back here at Abe. We are on the shop floor. It's been about 10, 11 days now since we got our wort from Cosmic Eye Brewing here in Lincoln, Nebraska. What we've already done, we've fermented it. It's about 5.5% alcohol. We've taken it from our vessel that we fermented it in and transferred it into our still that we're going to be running for this video, our pilot still that we're going to be running for this video. But right now, I just want to take a minute and just kind of highlight some of the cool things, some of the features of the pilot stills and of the pilot still skid systems. Let's get into it. One of the nice features about the Abe pilot still is that the belly of the kettle doesn't actually sit on the ground. It's actually elevated about 18 inches off the deck. And on the still skid here, as you can see, the feet aren't adjustable. The actual skid is adjustable. On the standalone pilot stills, the feet have about 4 inches of adjustment. So you can really level your still out and make sure you're getting a good volume inside of that kettle. Abe manufactures the pilot stills with two options. One is steam, the second is direct injection heating elements like this one here. This one is C1D1 compliant. The controls are actually built into the heating element. They are single phase and 208 volt. The kettle is made from 304 stainless steel. On the inside, from the bottom of the deck to the top of the jacket here, is your 50-gallon water line or your 200-liter water line. So we built in a little bit of extra headspace for boilovers, overfills, whatever it may be. The jacket here is also insulated. So when you're putting heat into it, it's going to retain a lot of that heat. And if you end up bumping up against the still on the sides here, it's not going to scorch you, burn you. It's going to be warm to the touch, but that's about it. Another nice feature is the manual mixer. The mixer helps agitate the mash during the distillation runs. One water termination is required. The water manifold distributes water to the vapor management condenser, the deflagmator, and the liquid management condenser, the final condenser. The 6-inch diameter copper column is equipped with 6 perforated plates. The plates are easily removable and can be taken out to reduce reflux during distillation runs. The pilot skid comes with a spirit safe. Abe manufactures many sizes of safes to fit your needs. This particular safe is a 10-20-10, which represents the gallonage in each compartment of the spirit safe. The parrot rotates, allowing the distiller to discharge the distillate into either the heads, hearts, or tails compartment of the spirit safe. So we have our fermented wash in the kettle of the pilot still. We have all of our connections made, all of our drains, all of our water connections. We have our steam hooked up. I do apologize if it is an eyesore, but we're safe, we're away from everything, we're legal, we're good to go. Right now, what I'm going to shoot for when I'm running this still, I'm going to try to shoot for as high a proof as I can possible. Shoot for as high proof, and then as the run progresses, I'm going to try to throttle it back and maybe try to hover around 60%, 120 proof. That's about it. Let's get into it. Honestly, running this still was super easy, and with a properly sized boiler, the runtime was about 3.5 hours. The kettle temp was about 210 degrees Fahrenheit, and once I reached 180 degrees Fahrenheit on the deflagmator, I maintained that temp throughout the run. I know I said I was going to mess with the final temp and adjust the proof of the product coming out of the still. It was just running so good and the product tasted great. I decided to run it out for the rest of the run at 140 proof. To wrap up this distillation run, we yielded about 3 gallons of good product at 140 proof. What I have here is actually the heads cut from that run, which clocked in at about 150 proof. You could easily turn this still over twice in a day in an 8-hour day, especially the steam jacketed system. The electric system with the submersible heating elements is going to take a little bit longer. You're probably looking at 5 to 5.5 hours per run. In a professional setting, you'd yield anywhere between 8 to 15 gallons of product per day. That's if you're distilling from a fermented mash, kind of like what we did for this video, where you're working with a local brewery to make the mash. We bring the mash in-house, we ferment it in-house, and then pitch it into the still. If you're planning on doing anything with neutral grain spirits, you're making any gins, vodkas, whatever it may be, what you would do is you would end up charging this still with about 20 gallons of NGS, throwing your botanicals in, whatever you're trying to flavor it with, or do your infusion, rectify it out. Chances are you're going to be around, 60% alcohol, 70% alcohol. Your yield after the run is probably going to be around 28 to 30 gallons. After you proof that down, you're probably in the ballpark of 32 to maybe 36 gallons, depending on the final proof of your product. This is a great system. This is a great still for anyone looking to get into the industry. I recommend this for any craft brewery that is looking into getting into craft distilling. Also, any craft distillery that is starting up, looking into get into the industry, highly recommend it. Easy to run, ticks all the boxes for safety, works great. That's about it. Thanks again, folks, for watching this installment of Tanner Talks. I think that wraps things up about our pilot stills. We talked about the pilot stills. We ran a mash through there. I just want to say thank you again to Sam Riggins. I think after this video, I need a beer. And we are going to wrap this video up Cosmic Eye Brewery style. Sam, let's shotgun a beer.